program is designed to bring you important information about technology as it relates to education. My name is Denise Valentine, and I am a technology resource teacher for Mobile County Public Schools. When we think about using technology in the classroom, it's important to recognize that technology should not be used simply for the sake of using technology. When it is used correctly, technology serves to deepen student understanding, enhance the learning experience, increase students' engagement by offering opportunities for communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Today we're going to visit 3 different classrooms to see how teachers are integrating technology into their math instruction. Our first stop is Causey Middle School and Mrs. Jill Barlow's 8th grade algebra class.
Well, in today's society, and especially with our students that we have today, of course, they're captured by technology. And so to keep their attention, that's something we have to bring into the classroom. Now, of course, this is my 23rd year of teaching, and I have to teach myself and have to go and attend professional development to find out new ways to capture the students' attention. And what's working for me right now is when I teach a lesson, it's on the smart board. And so I've captured some images from textbook and different places to incorporate that into my lesson. And sometimes I'll have the students come up to the board because they're, easily persuaded to go up there so they can stand in front of their friends. Now, I guess something I use every day that some people might not consider it technology, although this desk is technology, this pencil is technology, is I use the Elmo every day that's behind me, and the students have an assignment sheet where they write their assignment from the Elmo down. So that was really my first piece of technology that I incorporated into my classroom. And we can't forget that the whiteboard is technology. Like I said, the advantages of that is to capture the students' attention. Now, of course, we use calculators, and we've got 4 functioning calculators, and then we've got calculators that are more advanced, but the students tend to want to take out their devices to use their own calculator. But then, we tend to have to make sure that they're using that calculator, not some other aspect of it.
Remember that 2 or more equations put together are called systems of equations. Here we have a system of equations. 4x plus y equals 8, and 3x plus 2y equals 6.
So the students don't get bored with me, I've incorporated a very short 2-minute video from a site that will show an example of what we'll be working on today so they can see somebody else's perspective. And then after I show that, then I'll actually model a few of those questions, a few examples, and then they can work on that together in their group, their problems.
It's called elimination by multiplication.
I think math's very helpful because the technology that we use in math, because she is able to write it out and just show us our work, and it's easier because you can just go back from other classes, and if she forgets to show us something, she can just go back and show back what she's already gone over.
I think it's helpful. It just makes everything a lot easier to understand. It's a lot neater in the technology. I think it's just very helpful to give a better idea and understanding of what you're trying to learn about.
I think it's a good way to display everything, other than doing everything manually, you can just display it on the board and everything. And it's a very easy and helpful way to teach using technology.
I think the technology in the math class is very helpful because you can have 3 different students go up at the same time and write all at the same time, and then when you're done, you just press a button and everything goes away. And if, like Anna was saying, if she has one thing that she told one class but she forgets about the other one, she can just go back to what she was teaching in the other class and show the new class.
What do you think about the video that she showed of another teacher demonstrating?
It shows that there are other ways to work problems, not only the way she shows us or the book. There's easier ways to work it out, so if you don't necessarily get the way that she's showing you, that there's help on the internet, and she allows us to watch that.
I think it just ties in that you can use the internet to help you understand things in school, that it's not just for fun, which it can be, but it's also useful for intelligence and things such as that. I think it's helpful.
You can see the problem worked out in different ways, and if there's a problem in the math problem, then you can find different ways and solve the problem.
It shows like Anna said again, but like if you're having trouble one way, then it's not just her way or the highway, which she always says. There's other ways that you can find out how to do a problem if you're having trouble with one way.
Next, we visited Blunt High School and Mrs. Valerie Blackston's pre-calculus class.
There are several ways that I integrate technology into the classroom. One thing I use a slate to teach. That makes me mobile and I'm able to walk around and see what my students are actually doing and what they're not doing. If they make mistakes on their paper, I'm able to tell them at that point of mistake. I also use my smart board, and with the smart board, I have an emulator for my TI-84 calculators that I emulate exactly what I'm doing with the calculator as I'm teaching the students to use in class.
I know, it's been forever, right? Still the same thing, just like you learn in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. So go ahead and create your table. I know. We're doing 4 critical points.
It's really expensive for students to be able to have to buy the TI-84 calculators, so I wanted to think of different ways that they can actually have the calculator at home without having to purchase them. So I got an actual app that's a free app that my students are able to download on their cell phones, and it's the actual TI-84 calculator. They're able to use it at home because they can only use my calculators in the classroom. I only have a class set, so they're not able to take them home. I also taught them what websites to go to, such as eBay or Overstock, to purchase the calculators. And I went on eBay just as a trial to show them that they can get those calculators at a discount price. And I taught them about the TI-82 and the 83 as well. We have a lot of kids that are low income, so we have to find different ways to get them to be able to purchase these calculators. So that was my point, taking them to eBay or Overstock to teach them how to actually buy the calculators at a discount price.
The technology that she uses is very helpful. It makes us understand more instead of the book.
The technology that she uses in the classroom helps us a whole lot, because using books, that really, it seems kind of boring when we use books, but when she put it up on the smart board, it helps us out.
The period is like the spacing that makes up the actual graph. Okay, so visually looking at it, that's what the period is. It's kind of like the spaces or the parabolas that are there. The amplitude looks like the highest or the lowest.
Our last stop today, we went to Hutchins Elementary School, where we caught up with Miss Julie Neidhart and her second grade class.
We're in the math lab today. We come once a week to the math lab to integrate basic fact fluency programs. We use Stride Academy. We can set up the objectives for the students either on their grade level. We can differentiate that way through Stride Academy. And Stride Academy also has reading and language arts, but we use this time specifically for math. We also use extramath.org to practice basic fact fluency. It keeps track of where they are with addition, and then it moves them to subtraction and then to the other operations as needed. The students really enjoy Stride Academy. It's very engaging. They earn coins and points, and we have a school-wide competition for top star winner for million star points, and they are very engaged in the Stride Academy, particularly with the competition and the games. The extramath.org is a speed program, so they really get to compete with themselves, and it's very engaging and very quick, and they're only allowed to get on it once a day so they can improve their scores. And I find it very engaging. It's very helpful to me as a teacher that I can see their progress.
I think extra math helps me getting faster at answering the questions.
And what about Stride Academy?
I like that because it has a lot of tests that help me with reading, language arts, and math a lot with all my subjects. I like extra math because it helps me count a lot, and I don't do very good at counting, so it helps me with that. And I like Stride Academy because you get to learn more about reading and solving questions.
I like extra math because it helps me get better at math and faster at math, and Stride Academy because it helps me with all my subjects and a lot of my math things and science.
Is Stride Academy fun? So you like getting on the computer to do it? Okay. What's your favorite part about coming into the computer lab to do math?
My favorite part is to learn it.
How about you?
My favorite part is probably doing the Stride Academy, and it just helps me a lot.
These three teachers demonstrated just a few of the ways that technology can be successfully and meaningfully integrated into the math curriculum. We want to thank each of them for their willingness to open their doors for us to share their practices. As a final note today, we would like to inform you that the Instructional Technology Department has started a blog called The Teacher's Tech. This blog can be found by logging into your Office 365 account, choosing Sites, and then My Learning Community. This blog will be updated every week with posts about technology and education. If you subscribe to the blog, you'll receive an email when new posts are entered. That is it for this edition of Tech Talk.